Vans from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. Yeah, I can't take no off. You better call back up. Don't really need down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Ain't you tryna go big? Better run up the cash and love to spin. Made it, kill it and did it again. But it intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top of the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no off. You better call back up. Don't really need down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you're tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Made it, kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
First opened in 2017. There's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go. Mike. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Love. And he finds Stills, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Love. And he finds Austin complete. Defensively, they better figure something out. Opening drive, he already has 4 catches.
And if you have to figure out how to stop him defensively, that usually means you weaken your defense. That means that now the offense is doing the dictating, and they should have other things open up as well.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. From the gun, Love. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
Hey, orbit.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Hey, flag. Gun. Where y'all going?
Check out route.
Zoom.
Watch safety creep. Mike. Safety's creeping.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Ball on the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Rodgers now to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Falcons. Damian Williams, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
That's fielded in the end zone.
Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Looking to throw. Love. And Stills bringing it in. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Love. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And the Falcons grab it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers, 14 yards there on a Falcon first down. It's a gain of 14 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does.
Taking it right down Broadway. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Damian Williams with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Falcons push further out in front. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on there. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. 2nd and long. And he's going to go down again. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Linval Joseph in there to get him, and that... Sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great. Well, not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
They're not ready for this, man. Plant. 26. Y'all playing the wrong football. Five.
Right there. 54 Mike.
Check. Right left. Check.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, 1st down Falcons.
1st
and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. All Jack.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check the backer.
Loco over here.
Here's Rodgers throwing again. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Benny Logan jets in for the sack.
Check 26. Topper. He's checking. Right left. Crash. Going right. Inside. Check.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Flush to his right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And that is going to wind up no good. Wide to the right, a rare miss for the veteran Vinatieri, and this score will stay right where it is.
It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
Taylor will throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Another try after the first down sack. Taylor. And the pressure gets to him again. Linval Joseph. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now it's Taylor. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Here's Sam Martin now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go. Check. Fresno. Back north. Shift.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Box it. Check. Watch 54. Right. Hey, flag. Check it out, Lee.
Hey, switch gears.
Inside.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Let's get in there now.
Mike 5-4.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And a throw there going to be incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Linval Joseph. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now Taylor. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. On the NFL scoreboard, 2nd quarter up in Minneapolis. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor.
Pilot, 64, weak. Get 300. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Rodgers to throw again. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Hey, whoa. Kill. Tight dog.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Hayden Hurst, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Hey, 88. Check. Watch 54. Teammate. Check nickel. Check 9. Check 4.
And again, it's Rodgers. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
On 3rd down, Taylor nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here's Sam Martin now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. A second quarter score from down in Houston. It's the Texans firmly in control of that one. They've scored again. On 1st down, Rodgers. And we'll try and keep you updated. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Check 13. Check 13.
They go play action now. Taylor. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Taylor now 4 of 5 since coming on. It's 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Again, it's Taylor. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Final play of the half. It's Taylor. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee you he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Throwing is Rodgers. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
To throw again on second down, Rodgers. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons push further out in front.
I know a lot of people look at these games and think, all right, this thing's done. Let's have some sportsmanship. Let's not try and score. You should never do that in the NFL. I've seen big leads blown, and teams that look like they had a victory, all of a sudden we're going home with a loss.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of second?
Most of the time.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. 3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Taylor. Got some room at the 30. It's complete. Stills. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, check 24, check 24. Hey, Echo.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's going to go, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Ready. Check, 42's the mic. Too little, cut. Ready.
After the interception, here's Taylor. Completes it to Austin.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 7 yards there and a 1st down. They'll throw on 1st down with Taylor, escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Taylor. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 41-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Correa. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. After the sack on 1st down, Taylor, he finds Austin complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. So after the run by McKinnon, here's 1st and 10. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. It was Logan Ryan that time who knocked it away. Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Taylor going to throw again. He gets it to Sims, complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6. Steps away to his left, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there. And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach. It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from it. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 41. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board. And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys, let's go. Come on, capitalize on this one. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 2nd down. Taylor. And Stills bringing it in. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Back now in Atlanta. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Throwing now, Taylor on first down. Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. Linval Joseph make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. To try again after the sack. Taylor, open man, here's Foster. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. The Panthers on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd down and 12. Now it's Taylor. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Taylor. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down. This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it. They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Well, a tough day for this offense continues. One of their best chances to get on the scoreboard there, couldn't do it. Yeah, it's not looking like it's going to happen for them today, does it? I mean, opportunity after opportunity, play after play has gone against them the entire game. They probably feel a little bit like Schlepp Rock, got that black cloud over their heads. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 34. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, right there. 56.
To throw again. Rodgers. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. D. Ford in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check, 56. Army, Army. Army, Army.
Kelly, front left, Kelly. Gun.
Ship, watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship, watch the ship.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And he's going to go down again. D. Ford, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
Buying time to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Pick it up, pick it up. Pick it up.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Here's Taylor. Well, this is caught by Williams. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
Mike 42.
Now Taylor on 1st down. He's going to get this to Austin complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a Panthers 1st down, 17 yards on the play. To throw is Taylor. Flush to his right. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. Stills the intended target.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, Delta.
Rodgers throwing here. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Slam. Check. Inside. Check.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers forced out to his left. Airing it out. Look. And this is caught. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal.
Hey. High 7. Right left. Here we go.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that. But there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room and get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit no matter what the battle is. We're going to finish this thing out.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Here I come again.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He finds his man. It's Austin. Tavon Austin, he's going to go. Touchdown, Carolina. Tavon Austin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play. But still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positive.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh?